Dr. Chashilu.
Question in other please.
Mr. Speaker, the Health Science Authority, or HSA, takes a risk-based approach in regulating the different categories of health products, and that includes the health supplements that Dr. Chia speaks about. Health supplements are used to support general well-being and not for the purposes of preventing or treating diseases. Dealers are allowed to use authoritative reference texts such as official publications issued by authorities and published literature to support and substantiate their product claims. This approach to advertising claims for health supplements is similar to those adopted in the US, Australia, Canada, and Japan. However, advertisements on health supplements which claim to prevent or treat diseases are not allowed. When detected, these advertisers will be ordered to stop the publication of these advertisements. Non-compliant advertisers may face a maximum penalty of up to $5,000 or imprisonment of up to 2 years or both. In addition, the HSA also educates the public to be cautious of exaggerating advertising claims through consumer advisories. Mandatory testing by dealers to back up advertisement claims, therefore, is not being considered at this time.
Dr. Chia.
I want to thank the SMS for his response. Well, I think I have 3 supplementary questions. I think the first is, since HSA already has guidelines, whether they would, Ministry of Health would consider actually making sure that we do some legislation to back it up. With regard to the thing about test results, I understand the HSA actually what they do now is that they actually test these supplements for toxic substances. I'm not sure what the testing or monitoring regime is. Perhaps SMS could enlighten the House on what some of these monitoring regimes are. But as I understand it, they don't actually also test whether these supplements actually contain what they profess to contain. So, for example, if a product says, I contain X grams of this active ingredient, do we actually know that this product actually contains X gram of these ingredients? Because there have been many cases over the years all over the world where when independent testers actually test these products, they don't actually contain the health ingredients that they say that they do. And finally, I think the last question is if consumers do actually get side effects or adverse effects from consuming these supplements, what are their recourses for mediation, or where can they turn to? Is it just caveat emptor, or do they have some avenues they can turn to for redress? Thank you.
I will deal with all 3 of the supplementary questions together. Health supplements, by definition, they contain minerals, usually vitamins, amino acids, and largely comprised from substances that are natural, from animal or plant extracts. And so to that extent, when Dr. Chia speaks about the guidelines, there are guidelines, and they are published, and Dr. Chia may know that they are published for the industry's reference, and they do provide recommendations along the lines of the safety and quality standards, what ingredients are allowable, and the claims that can be made about those ingredients, and also the heavy metal and microbial limits for each of these items. And HSA also provides guidelines on what precise information can appear on the labels to those items. In addition, Dr. Chia speaks of the marketing surveillance that is being done by HSA. So there is a post-market surveillance that monitors the safety of these products as they hit the shelves. They also allow the HSA to initiate timely product recalls should there be any adverse reaction. As I mentioned earlier, the HSA takes a risk-based approach to identifying what these sampling of the health products would take, what scope it would cover, and also takes an active step in looking at this in the sampling to test them for toxic heavy metals and other prohibited ingredients. The post-market surveillance testing for health supplements is also complemented by an adverse reaction monitoring, which Dr. Chia also mentioned in his 3rd supplementary question. And all that taken together allows the HSA to surveil the market. Whether or not these guidelines should eventuate into legislation, I would not rule that out, but at this point in time, there are no plans to do so. As for whether or not the subsequent consumers of these items have a recourse subsequently. Obviously, it is to some extent covered emptor when you buy, but certainly HSA would welcome complaints that are being made. And as I mentioned, adverse reaction monitoring is being carried out. And so the sense of the market, the information and intelligence gathered from the market would help HSA in making those assessments.